Burger King, one of the largest franchise companies in the world. It started as an idea of two men in 1953, Ken Kerber and Matthew Burns. After 8 years of operation, these two men sold their company to James McLemore and David Ellington, which started the big company and were rushing across the country. In 1967, Fillsbury Company bought Burger King. Under Fillsbury, Burger King poached Donald and Smith from McDonald's, which he changed the franchise agreements and made the franchisees more loyal to the company. At the end of the 80s, Burger King was taken over by a British company, the Grand Metropolitan. This company had a worldwide focus, so the company could penetrate more easily to the international sector. In the 21st century, Burger King was bought by TPG Capital for $1 billion, and the company transformed in 2006 the company in a public company. The strategy of Burger King internationally is through strategic partners. In 2011, the company successfully expanded in Brazil through strategic partners. Burger King is expected to expand and focus to the countries such as Brazil, China, Russia, Turkey, Middle East, Africa, India, and other countries. The board believes that the potential of expanding the company is low, and to improve that they need more market grounds. The company has entered Vietnam, Morocco, Slovenia, Macedonia and Luxembourg in 2011 and expects to open restaurants in additional new markets during 2012. In order that the strategy begins successfully, it needs 4 points: marketing communication, which means new campaigns to regain customers in the restaurants, the menu, always involving the old items and introducing new items, the operations, which are close inspections and that the company believes that will increase the performance in the restaurant. The image, to keep the restaurant image as it is and to involve in geographical situations. The franchise agreements. The franchise costs $50,000 per restaurant. The monthly royalties and advertising contributions take up to 5% of the gross sales. The company has the right to interfere if problems can occur during the royalty payments and advertising contributions, or failure to operate in compliance with the terms of the Manual of Operating Data. Every transaction or change has to meet the company's approval criteria. Product offering and development. Burger King Corporation has built a menu that is allowing the consumer to customize its food the way he wants it. Have it your way. The company is focusing on the core product and improving the menu by new releases of products. The development of the menu and introduction of new menu items is believed by the company that is crucial for long-term success of the Burger King Corporation. The menu also provides healthy alternatives for children and adults. The Burger King Corporation has entered various organizations that concern health and approach of children. The organizations have influenced the menu of the company to make the adjustments needed to be done. The corporation has entered the Council of Better Business Bureau Children Food and Beverage Advertising Initiative in 2007, refocusing their marketing strategy on children under 12 years old, providing healthier alternatives to the Burger King Kids meal. In 2011, the Burger King Crown was launched, providing activities and games for children. Marketing strategy. The marketing strategy of Burger King is based on products that they offer. The tools that they use mainly is television, which is the most effective way to approach customers in their spare time. Burger King also uses alternative resources to advertise, such as internet, radio, billboards, and many others on more limited basis. The funds of the franchise campaign is developed by the 5% royalty payments from the restaurants. The company is providing to the franchisees support by developing the adverts and guidance to be used in coordination with the global network of franchise in the world. Risk factors related to the Burger King Corporation have to do with the highly competitive companies. A company has to compete with rival companies that have more resources to approach an individual. The competitors are well established in the service area based on the product choice, quality, affordability, service, and location. The main competitors are McDonald's, Wendy's, Carl Jr., Jack in the Box, and Sonic. The company also bears in mind other competitors, which are quick service restaurants with alternative menus, casual and fast casual restaurants, convenience stores, and grocery stores. The barriers to make a restaurant chain are few, so many competitors can emerge at any time. The impact of the competitors of Burger King is that they have substantially greater financial resources, higher revenues, and greater economy, bigger scales than the company has. The advantages that they have by giving them to react swiftly in changes like pricing, marketing, rapid expansion of new products, and expenses devoted to advertising and faster remodeling of their restaurants. The economic crisis is customer. The recent recession had negative impact to the Burger King Corporation. The company experienced reduced revenues and sales, spreading fixed costs across a lower level of sales. This is a result of global economic conditions, the high unemployment, and the decreased salaries and wage rates. For these reasons, the consumers were backing off from major outdoor dining and spending as less as they could. Marketing and franchise. They are highly related together to each other in this company. The company, with the royalty payments, is doing adverts that go back to the franchisees that they use for their individual marketing campaign. This allows them to cut expenses and to increase the royalty payments for the company. Franchise and limitations. The company receives revenues in the form of royalty payments. This means that the company depends on the success of the franchisees. However, the franchisees are independent operators, and the company has limited control over their actions over the franchisees. The corporation, through the agreements that make for the franchisees, have the power to approve the suppliers, distributors, and products. Also, through it provides the menu items, the equipment, and the power to approve operating hours and value menus. strategies. Burger King is lacking on some points over strategic management, which involves the marketing, advertising, and the franchising procedures. The problem mainly involves their franchisees because of the independence that the management of the company is giving them. Their strategy in the marketing and advertising area is correct. The primary strategy is to focus on what they have and to do it better than they have done. This will make the company to regroup in order to compete with the primary competitors, which are McDonald's and Wendy's. Really, the company should be focusing is to deal with the problems in the franchise sector and to change the franchise agreements so the company has more control over the franchisees. In many cases, the company then took action in the right time, so the restaurants were closed and the differences between the franchisee and the company weren't resolved. Franchise agreement alternatives. The company is mainly combined by franchise restaurants, which gives to the corporation their major income. From this money, they are coming from the royalty payments, and they are used for development of the adverts and helping the franchisees to expand their business. This advertising development of the corporation keeps the royalty payment rising, and so does the company's profit. In order that the company keeps the profit rising, it must force its adverts to the franchisees through the agreements that they have made. In many cases, these adverts are not used because of the independence that the company is giving to the franchisees. In order to avoid this situation, the company needs to make changes to the agreements so the franchisees are loyal and report to the company if any problems are occurred. This may be achieved by these changes in the franchisee agreements. Firstly, providing more frequent inspections for the company by managers sent by the corporation. The franchisees have to use every resource that the company has to offer. The company has to take over if there are more than 3 delays of royalty payments. Franchisees have to train the staff according to the manuals of the company. If the reports of the company's inspectors are negative more than once, the corporation takes over. The franchisees should be part of the marketing by providing suggestions on the marketing strategy according to the region customs, so the consumer have to choose through regional flavors in the company's menu. The corporation, through these changes, should gain control over the franchisees and increase the company profits in the future for the company. During this research, many things were learned and observed about how a big company works and deals with problems outside and inside the company. What was learned by studying the company is writing a report on how the strategic management works, and that always the company has to be in high alert and one step in front of its competitors if possible. Burger King is a highly competitive company among strong rivals, but it shows weaknesses in many points in its structure as a company. This research has found its weaknesses, which were written down, analyzed, and explored. In this research, there are found alternatives that can help the company to function better and be highly profitable. The overall work shows that Burger King can dominate its field by making changes. With those changes, it can make a huge progress and have more profits for the future. Finally, at the end of the research, which was based on the company's report, if these measures are to be taken, then